both of my fastest growing videos that I have recently uploaded came from competitor Outliers, and that wasn't an accident. In the last 2, maybe 3 weeks, I uploaded 2 videos that performed well above my channel's normal average. And if you don't want to check out my channel, or maybe you're just not interested, I'll save you the hassle. It's these 2 videos right here that is appearing on your screen at the moment. But what matters the most for these videos isn't the topic itself, it's actually the patterns and packaging behind them. So instead of guessing what kind of video ideas will work on YouTube, both of these videos were intentionally designed from outliers already working within my niche. But before I actually show you how I did this, I need to clear up some things before we move on. There's a really big misconception that a lot of creators have with outlier videos, that you're just chasing trends, trying to force a random viral moment or idea, or that you need to abandon your own niche just for it to work. And some people also assume that it only works if you're borrowing a really big name. And yeah, I guess I did use that exact same Hormozy positioning for my video, but that's not actually what makes a video an outlier. It's not about being different from your competitors, it's more so the case about testing something that's already proven with your own audience and viewers. And once I realized that in the past couple of weeks, and maybe in this entire month, the way I looked at competitor videos completely changed my mindset when it comes to creating content. And there were a few patterns that became a lot more obvious for me to follow. First, these videos weren't one-off hits. The same idea often kept showing up across multiple channels. Second, the topic itself wasn't new. It was the positioning and angle behind it. The problem was very familiar to a lot of people, and a lot of people within your own niche, but the entry point and how the video was presented is completely different. And third, the packaging did most of the heavy lifting. The title and thumbnails weren't trying to explain anything. They were purposely designed to pull in curiosity from people that are already aware of the problem. Hopefully that makes sense. So what I'm trying to really say here, instead of just copying titles or just chasing trends so blankly and pretty much with no guidance, I combined those 3 patterns, which I just mentioned, into something that still made sense for my channel. And that's why these 2 videos that I showed you earlier worked. And that's exactly why these videos worked. It's not because they were originally made or they weren't introduced into my niche before, it's because the demand was already there. It was all about the execution. Now, with that being said, this is a part where a lot of people do get it wrong. Oftentimes when creators see an outlier work in a different niche, their instincts is to just copy the title, copy the thumbnail, and then just hope for the same results. In some cases, this could actually happen, but it's not very consistent. And the reason behind that is because if you're just copying the surface of that video, it's not going to get you really far and you're not going to get the results you're looking for. What you actually really want to pay attention to is to why it worked in the first place, and not just only what it looks like. In my case, I wasn't just copying another Alex Hormozy video or copying another channel review, because there are thousands of videos out there already like that. What I was doing was borrowing the positioning and angle and just applying it to a problem my audience already cares about, which is, hopefully, if I'm not mistaken, for those of you that's watching this video, is to help smaller creators, business owners to grow a small YouTube channel, to of course scale it in the way that they always want it to be. Let me know in the comment section if this is the correct audience, because I'm still testing videos. But essentially, if you understand the pain point or problem your viewers are having, and you use a positioning or angle that has been proven to work in your niche, you're not really just copying the video one for one, you're copying the thinking behind it and how the video was put together. And that's pretty much the difference between an outlier that just works once and one that you can just repeat over and over again and upload to your channel consistently. Essentially, what I'm really trying to say here is that you're trying to tackle the exact same problem that your competitors are trying to resolve. They're getting the exact same demand as you are, but there is a different execution behind the video. And that execution involves everything to why that video or outlier worked in the first place. Now, I don't want this to sound like this works in every situation when you're creating a video, because in reality, it actually doesn't. Using outliers works the best when you understand your viewers and know exactly the problems that they're dealing with. It works when you're testing new positionings, not when you're desperately trying to chase views and clout, because that's kind of cringe. And it works the best when you're using outliers to expand how people discover your channel, not replace what your channel is about. If you don't know what your viewers want yet, or you're still trying to figure out what is the problem you're trying to solve, this can actually hurt more than help you out if you're trying to use an outlier video. But on the other hand, if you do know your niche exactly to every pain point that they're dealing with, and you treat outliers as an experiment, not as a quick growth shortcut, this becomes one of the safest and most consistent ways of growing on YouTube, as you can see from my channel for yourself. Definitely subscribe. So going forward, this is exactly the strategy or planning I'm going to be doing for using Outlier videos. And I don't only mean this for my own videos and for my own YouTube channel, but also for my clients as well. So for those of you that are my clients watching this video, you're all in good hands. But essentially what I'm trying to say is that these Outlier videos are not replacements for my core content, but it'll be a way to test new positionings and bring in the right types of viewers to my channel. And if you want to see a real example of these Outliers in action, you should definitely check out the Alex Hormozi video that I mentioned earlier, and it should be appearing somewhere on your screen at this moment. That video is a perfect example and an exemplar template that anyone can follow of using a proven positioning to enter a familiar problem without leaving my core niche. If this way of thinking about YouTube growth makes a lot of sense to you, then you're probably going to really enjoy that video because Alex Hormozi is a talented man. But other than that, I want you to take everything that I quickly shared in this video about Outlier videos because I know you will kill it on YouTube.